Okay.
What's going on, everybody? My name is MT, and welcome back to Nerd Herd, a show where I just talk about nerd stuff, and either you care about it, or you don't care. And guys, remember that World of Warcraft movie Blizzard announced years ago? Well, yeah, that's still happening, and Blizzard just released their first photos of the movie. Well, you know, a character, anyway. And that character is Orgrim! Yay! I can't say I know who that is, but what I do know is that the people in charge of the CGI of this movie, Industrial Light and Magic, are magicians, because this guy looks real, like a real-life person. A person that shows us what happens when you avoid getting braces so you can look cool in high school. Speaking of high school, actor Jaden Smith dressed up as Batman to his high school prom. This is him as Batman. This is him as Batman posing with his date with a sudden urge to pee. This is him as Batman posing with his date and two other girls, with one girl messing up the picture. Way to go, Janine. You had one job, Janine. Just look at the camera. And oh my gosh, guys, there are some leaked images from the set of an upcoming superhero film. This never happens. What? We got some looks at Frank Grillo as Crossbones, whose eyes looks like he just binge-watched the entire first season of Daredevil on Netflix. And we got some images of him fighting Captain America as a black woman in the background is like, oh, Lord! And we also got some images of Anthony Mackie as Falcon as he looks down at something with disapproval. And speaking of Marvel, when am I not speaking about Marvel, to be honest, because it's all I do now, apparently. It looks like Marvel and Star Wars may be getting their own channels? While speaking about online streaming during an investor conference call, Disney CEO Bob Iger said, "We have said that with these channels and these brands, ESPN, ABC, Disney, maybe even down the road something related to Star Wars and Marvel, we do have an ability as a company to take product, specifically filmed entertainment, television, and movies directly to consumers." So at this point, this is all hypothetical, but if it did happen, it would most likely be online streaming as opposed to a dedicated TV channel on TV. I said TV twice. So what Disney CEO Bob Iger is basically saying is, F you TV, we don't need you. But what some people are worried about is that Bob Iger is also saying, F you Netflix, we don't need you. And everybody's kind of worried because everybody does need Netflix, and they would rather not pay another service just so they can get their Daredevils or their Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But then again, finding TV shows on the internet isn't exactly impossible. And oh my gosh, guys, Lex Luthor is going to be in Batman v Superman. I bet you didn't know that. Just kidding. Everybody knows that. But did you know that Lex Luthor is going to be wearing his green and purple Warsuit in the movie? His like super suit type thing? I bet you didn't, because you're stupid. Just kidding. You're not stupid. You're actually quite lovely. But do you know what else you do not know? I bet you don't, because that's impossible. Supervillain Doomsday will be there as well, working with Lex Luthor together on the same team. Lex Luthor is going to be the brains and Doomsday is going to be the muscle, which, if that's going to happen, you kind of don't need your green and purple Warsuit because Doomsday is going to be holding it down. But let's be real, it's Jesse Eisenberg, and with Jesse Eisenberg, going to the gym isn't exactly an option. If you guys didn't already know, a new trailer for CBS's new Supergirl just dropped on the internet recently, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for the Flash and Arrow to team up with Supergirl. No, that's not going to happen. Well, not anytime soon anyway. CBS said that they'd rather just, build up Supergirl and make sure that she's a successful character and that her show is successful before she goes out and runs around with the Flash and the Green Arrow. They just want to make sure that she is grounded in her own universe before she joins anybody else's. Also, Kate Beckinsale just signed up for Underworld 5. Did not know that there were 4 other ones, which means more skin-tight bodysuits and gratuitous booty shots like this one. And finally, speaking of butts, Palmer Luckey, the founder of the Oculus Rift virtual reality machine, was speaking at a virtual reality conference in Silicon Valley when somebody in the crowd was like, "Hey, Palmer Luckey, what about the porn? We need the porn. Are you gonna block the porn?" To which Palmer Luckey said, "The Rift is an open platform. We don't control what software can run on it, and that's a big deal," which basically means, no, we're not gonna block your porn, so calm down. Then, the whole crowd erupted in applause, which, I guess is not gonna be the only thing that erupts in the near future. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. It's gross. Don't think about it too much. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed, do it! But if you don't want to, and you like this video, you could just like it. But do it! The subscribe, just do it! Do it! My name is MT, and you just heard a word from a nerd. Catch you guys later.